Well, live on a Sunday night, it's Adam the Bull in the Bullpen with you, brought to you by Bet Rivers. If you're not using the Bet Rivers app, what the fuck are you doing? Get your shit together and start using the Bet Rivers app today. I'm going to be on a new show this week here at Bet Rivers, and I'll tell you about that later in the show. Spent a couple minutes on the Guardians also today. But we begin with the disappointing news. The Cleveland Cavaliers played a pretty bad game and lose in the first game of the Eastern Conference semifinals to the Indiana Pacers, 121-112. And I don't know about you folks, but for much of this game, I was very confident the Cavs were going to win, even though they were not playing well most of the night. First half, the defense was awful. The Cavs gave up 64 points at halftime. Hideous. The first half of the third quarter, Cavs were still playing pretty poorly. They were down by as many as 12 points. They were not hitting threes. Overall for the game, they finished 9 of 38 from three. Donovan Mitchell, who scored 33 points, was 1 of 11 from three. In fact, the Cavs starting lineup went 7 for 29, under 25% from three, and overall they were under 25%. Just terrible across the board. But I still, even when they were down 12, even when they were playing like shit on defense, to that middle point of the third quarter, thought they're going to be okay. They're playing like shit early. They played like shit early against Miami. They're going to be fine. Even though I know Indiana's better, clearly. And then the Cavs went on that great run. It started with a Sam Merrill three. Donovan Mitchell got red hot. The Cavs picked up their defense. And from about roughly the 6-minute mark of the third quarter till about the, 92nd mark of the third quarter, the Cavs turned a 12-point deficit into a 4-point lead. Went back and forth a little right at the end of that third quarter. Obviously, the Pacers get that three-pointer by Miles Turner at the buzzer and end up with a 2-point lead at the end of the third quarter. Then the fourth quarter, again, to start, kind of back and forth. Cavs then got on, played pretty well for a lot of those first 6 minutes of the second half. It was a tight game, the lead going back and forth between 1 and 3 points for each team. And then we reached a midway point in the fourth quarter, and the Cavs just shit down their leg. Yeah, not just pissed down their leg. They shit down their leg. That's how bad it was. In the final 6 minutes, roughly, of the fourth quarter, the Cavs were terrible again on defense, as they were for much of the game. And offensively, they took some really bad shots. And I know you could say, well, the Cavs are a three-point shooting team. They got to shoot threes. And I agree with that in general. The Cavs needed to shoot their way out of it. After making a couple of threes early, they just could not do anything from the three-point line. The Pacers hit 10 more threes than the Cavs, despite taking 2 less three-point attempts. But it wasn't just that they were taking threes. They took a lot of rush shots. Ty Jerome, who, if you look at the box score, and overall Ty, played a decent game. He shot 40%. He had 21 points and 8 assists and 1 turnover. But he forced a couple of shots. And, again, I understand he takes tough shots. But going 1-on-3, not with the floater, but trying to kind of force it up there after you have the ball and you're set and you're not on the run, taking that floater, which went, where he's at his best. There was the Isaac Okoro three. Why he's taking that shot, I have no idea in that spot. Donovan forced a three late, and it's hard to be too critical of Donovan because in the third quarter, the back end of the third quarter, I mean, he put the Cavs on his back on his back for a while, and he did a great job. But I thought the ball movement overall was not great. I would have gotten Evan Mobley the ball. There was a stretch in the third quarter where Jarrett Allen was dominating. They went away from him completely late in the game. Dean Wade was useless on the court. He plays with no confidence whatsoever. Neither does Isaac Okoro. Neither of those guys play with any confidence, especially in the offensive end. And they're not doing enough defensively and on the glass to warrant their playing time. That's the situation you're in because you do need other minutes. I know he doesn't play the same position, but, obviously Darius Garland didn't play. But 31 minutes from Okoro and Okoro and Dean Wade, they combined for 2 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists in 31 minutes. I mean, that's just garbage. So not enough from the others. Evan Mobley, I thought, played extremely well. Donovan, his three-point shooting was bad, but he was 12 of 19 inside the three-point line and played great in the third quarter. And Ty Jerome had his moments, but just a shit performance by the Cavs. I mean, it's that simple. Now, I'll say this: if you're losing your mind after one game, I get it. It's disappointing when you lose a game one. You lose home court advantage, at least for the moment. The Pacers were the better team tonight, and nobody expected that to be the case. And maybe we underestimated the Pacers. On the broadcast, they made the point the Pacers got the 4th best record in the NBA since January. This is a very good team that I think we've underestimated a little bit. They made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. You had to know the series was going to be tough. Maybe we underrated them a little bit, but it's one game, folks. I've seen some crazy messages in the chat already here. Jim says, well, game 2 is basically their season. Now, I think they're going to win game 2, but I don't think the season's over even if they lose. I don't think they're going to lose, but, if they do, I'm not backing up the season just yet. Aiden says Cavs are just a regular season team. They've lost 1 playoff game, guys. 1. I understand we're all disappointed. Did I just say disappointed? I don't know what the hell I just said. What word I just used. We're emotional. It's in the moment. That fucking Obi Toppin. I mean, yeah, I want to punch him in the face too. Top 13 punchable face in the NBA, Obi Toppin. He comes off like a dick on the bench. He's flashing the 3-point sign. Like, dude. I mean, you're just a guy, Obi Toppin. By the way, I got to say, the whole, the whole 3-point thing we do now in the NBA, every time somebody hits a 3, we're doing this. We're blowing kisses to the crowd, whatever the fuck we're doing. I mean, everybody makes a million threes now. Do we really have to run around? And the Cavs do it too. I don't like it either. Are we running around with the fucking 3 signal? Everybody's making threes. It's a basic shot now in the NBA. Do we really hit one like Caitlin Clark did today against the Brazil national team from half court? Then you signal the 3. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. Obi Toppin. The hell out of here. All right. Let the Pacers have their moment. They played great. Their starting lineup, Pacers shot 53% from the field, 53% from 3. Their starting lineup, Siakam, Naismith, Turner, Nembhard, and Halliburton, all awesome. They combined to go 32 for 57 from the field. 32 of 57. Just nuts. And from 3, their starting lineup, 14 for 26. They're never going to shoot. They played out of their minds. I understand they're good. The nobody shot poorly, really. Nobody shot. Mathurin was 4 of 10 from the field. That was their worst. He was their worst shooter. I mean, they shot out of their minds, and this game was still in doubt with 3 minutes to go. So, all right, they got one. They got one on our court. We're pissed off. The Cavs didn't look like a championship team. It's one game. And by the way, and I want confessions. I want confessions from people. If you were one of those, people that was sending those asinine tweets and comments last week that the Cavs were better off without Darius Garland, you were out of your fucking mind. I don't know that this game proves that you're out of your mind, but you should have known better. It was stupid, and clearly they could have used Darius Garland today. Now, he wouldn't have helped on the defensive end ultimately, but, in this game, again, remember, you got to give Indiana credit. It's not just that the Cavs played great defense. Indiana played great offense, and they're the second-best offensive club in the league. They're as good as anybody. So, we're not holding them to 90-something points. This is not the Heat. Cavs got to bring that. We talked about this. The Cavs could get away with their B game, maybe even a C game, and beat Miami. They can't do that against Indiana. If they play their A game, they're going to win. If the Pacers played great tonight. If the Cavs played their A game, they would have won this game. Think about that. Think about that for a second. The Cavs played a B game and were missing one of their best players. A B game at best. They were like a D on defense. And they still only lost by 9 points. That's how I'm looking at this. The Pacers played as well as they could possibly play, and they finished them at the end. Okay, I give them credit. They did a great job. Maybe they're going to win this series. Anything's possible. We know they were a legit threat, unlike Miami. But don't jump off the fucking bandwagon after one game. My God, this team played great all year. The most impressive first-round series of all time. They play one bad game against a team who played one of the greatest games they've ever played, and everybody's losing their mind. And I'm not on UCSS tomorrow. I'll be on the rest of the week after tomorrow. But I'll tell you, I bet G. Bush and Jay are going to be the same as you guys. They're going to be losing their minds. They're going to call them regular season teams because Jay and G are prisoner of the moment guys. We can't be prisoner of the moment. I mean, we can be, and I sometimes can be. Everybody can be at times. But, again, they played like crap. They got to play much better. But the Cavs will play much better. They will take care of business in Game 2. I'll be shocked if they don't win Game 2. So stop fucking whining like a bunch of babies, and let's fucking go! I don't want to hear about any fouls. I don't want to hear about anything. Cavs got to play better. They got to be tougher defensively. They got to be more physical. They did that for a stretch at the second half of the third quarter and the first half of the fourth quarter. I thought they played with a lot of intensity defensively, but that went away. And they went away from the things that were working. Like, it was as soon as Indiana took that lead with like 5-6 minutes to go, regained the lead, it was like the Cavs went in panic mode and started just chucking threes. And I know they've been good all year, but that's not when the Cavs were playing their best basketball, when they were taking the ball to the hoop. That's how they were being successful. The threes are not going down every night. So your most successful run in this game was mid-third to mid-fourth, and what were you doing? You were going to the basket time and time again. Hit a couple of threes there, but it was mostly going to the basket. Donovan, going to basket. Alley-oop to Jared Allen. Going to the basket. Evan Mobley. Ty Jerome, floater. Max Strus making a couple of plays. That they should have stuck with what they were doing there, and they just got out of that. Again. But I'm not panicking. And you shouldn't either. It's one game. These series turn around in a hurry. Have they lost home court advantage? Yes. They only got to win one in Indiana. Take care of business on Tuesday in Game 2. Mark it down. The Cavs are going to win this game. In fact, let me look. I don't know if we have the point. Oh, there we do. We do already have the point spread right there. Cavs are a 9.5 favorite. Cavs are a 9.5 point favorite. Mark it down. Mark it down, 8:49 p.m. Sunday night. Cavs will not only win, but they will cover. Cavs by 15 in Game 2. Book that, Matt Underwood. Book it. How about that shit? So I'm not going to sit here and cry. Yeah, I was pissed off when Donovan got him on that run in the third quarter and they took that 4-point lead. I was like, here we go. Cavs are going to win this game. Take care of business like they always do. All right, they shit the bed. Pacers played out of their minds again. That's not going to happen every night. Just because it happened in the first game doesn't mean it's going to happen every night. These series change. One night a team looks like the best. The next night they could look like the worst. Don't pretend you haven't seen that before. I understand sometimes as Cleveland fans we can be pessimistic. But I'm not with you. I want to criticize them for tonight. Absolutely. You want to crap on anybody in this team, everybody deserves some level of criticism. Want to crap on Kenny Atkinson, say he didn't do a great job tonight? Fine. But deal with it, and then let's move on and let's get game 2. Series is not over. If you think it's over, you're being a fool. And when the Cavs kick their ass in game 2 and then go split with Indiana in Indiana and it's 2-2 coming home, we'll feel all right. Maybe it's 3-1 Cavs coming home. This series will be at least 2-2 coming home. And then it's 2 out of 3 in our arena. And I picked the Cavs in 5. Maybe I should have picked them in 6. I don't know. I mean, I didn't expect Indiana to win this game tonight. So certainly I could be wrong. You want to call me a fucking idiot if I get it wrong? Whatever. But I believe in this team. This is not bullshit. This is an excellent basketball team. They're not a fluke. And they're going to take care of business. The Pacers, great, kudos, tough team. Maybe it's going to go 6, maybe it's going to go 7. The Cavs are going to win this series, and it's going to start in game 2. And then when they do it, everybody that sent all these stupid messages, you're going to be like, well, you know what? You got emotional. I understand that. You'd be like, I'm glad I was fucking wrong when I said that. Why am I cursing so much? My cursing is out of control right now. CO. Is this what the Cavs always do? Just chuck random threes all game? So boring. T-Wolves would dominate the Cavs. Fuck you and the T-Wolves. Gives a shit about the T-Wolves. T-Wolves are going to do what they always do, lose in the playoffs. At least we've seen a championship here. You don't see a championship with Minnesota. Crazy legs. Cavs are good enough to drop a game 1. See? Jim's one of the panickers who says, expect the line to be only 3 or 4 for game 2. I just showed you the line. Let's bring it up again, guys. You're wrong, Jim. Look at that. 9.5. Because unlike you, no offense, Jim, I love you, and I love that you're emotional. I'm mad at you right now, but I love you. And you will apologize down the line. That'll be okay. It's all good. It's all love. Because the guys who make the lines for us at Bet Rivers, they are not prisoners of the moment. And they understand that despite what happened in this game, the Cavs remain the clear better team of the two. And that's why the Cavs are favored by 9.5. Pick 99. With no Garland, they have no point guard. Give Porter some run. Jerome cost him a few possessions by complaining and not getting back. Listen, all right? Let's not get nuts. Ty Jerome, I thought, made some mistakes in this game. There was more good than bad with Ty Jerome. Let's not go overboard. We went from, after Game 4, people saying, they don't need Darius Garland. They're better without him. Now we're going to go the opposite way, and we can't win without Darius Garland. Jerome's not good enough. We're going to play Craig Porter Jr. That's what you want to do now? You want to make that big adjustment after one game? Come on. Crazy Leg says Steph's going for 50 tonight. That game is just underway. Warriors lead at 16-13. Warriors blew a 3-1 lead. It's now 3-3, so that'd be interesting. 3:42 to go in the first. Warriors up 16-13, but not because of Steph. He has 0 points in the first 8 minutes and change of this game. Draymond Green leading the way with 8. Let's see. Seth says, I believe in the Cavs. Good, Seth. Need some people not losing their minds here. Jake, pathetic, very disappointing. I agree. This game was bad. Let's see. Wasted chiefing time. Wasted time chiefing. Allen got smoked. Mobley was missing in action. Okoro should never shoot a 3 ever, and Ty Jerome should also settle down from when Ty Jerome's making all his shots, nobody's saying settle down from 3. He only took 4 threes. I thought he made a couple of bad choices. I agree late. But he only took 4 threes. Let's not get carried away here. Guy's been great all year. He still had 21 points and 8 assists with 1 turnover. He had a couple of bad possessions. I grant you that. Now, let's not go overboard. Variable says Pacers aren't going to shoot over 50% from 3 the whole series. Damn right they're not. They had to play a perfect game to win by 9. I mean, they played a basically a flawless game and won by 9. So I'm not panicking. Curtis says everyone's tripping. It's 1 game. You're right, Curtis. Phil, it's 1 game, yeah, but lose game 2 going to Indiana down 0-2 is no good. Well, they're not going to. And even if they do, I'm not counting them out. You can. I'm not. Walleye, Dean Wade doesn't look for a shot. Yeah, I Dean Wade's not been a 0 in the playoffs. He and Isaac Okoro. Mitchell is like Harden, allergic to the plastic. You fucking crazy. And we're just getting the craziest shit. Mitchell, and again, I know Mitchell didn't hit some threes. If it wasn't for Mitchell, the game wouldn't have been close. He made some amazing shots. First player ever, 8 straight series openers with 30-plus points. Let's see how he closes. Comparing him to James Harden is bullshit. Chris, I'm not scared yet. Darren, they beat the Cavs in the regular season 3-1, and you didn't expect this? Is that a fucking... Are you fucking with me now? Darren Long? That's one of the 17 dumbest chat messages I've ever gotten. First of all, the regular season matchup means absolutely nothing. The Cavs kicked the Knicks' ass in the regular season 2 years ago. How'd that pan out? The regular season matchups don't mean anything. Even if they did, it wouldn't mean anything this year. 2 of the 3 wins by the Pacers were at the end of the year when the Cavs had clinched and weren't even playing. What the fuck are you talking about? Let's give Rick Carlisle. We were up against a legendary coach. Is he legendary? Is Rick Carlisle a legendary coach? All right. You want to say, I don't think of him as legendary. I think he's an excellent coach. He won a championship with the Mavs. But, I mean, last year was the first time he got past the first round of the playoffs since he won a championship. His teams have won 2 playoff series since the championship. It's the NBA, or 3, sorry, because they got to this round. So legendary, good coach, but I don't know about legendary. Phil, if Garland play, we win. Mitchell going 1 for 11 from 3. SG, Pacers not shooting 53% from 3 again. Lucky bums. Walleye, front court players will end the Cavs season. They have 0, and they knew this going into the playoffs. What? Eric, more confident the Cavs win this series after tonight than I was before the series started. That makes no sense. I love the confidence, Eric, and I appreciate that you're on the right side of this, but let's not get nuts. No, you don't. You con yourself into that. There's no way that could be true. Let's see. Phil, it didn't matter if Garland played bad defense tonight. Pacers made everything. Matt the Cat, we're screwed. Here we go. Cleveland. There is no fucking such thing as a curse, okay? The Cavs won a championship less than a decade ago. There is no curse. I'm sorry that there's been a lot of losing. It sucks. I hate it. My teams have done a lot of losing too. And I'm a Cavs fan too. I haven't been as long as Cavs fan as most of you have, but I'm a Cavs fan too. There's no curse. Teams that are cursed, and I don't believe in curses, period, don't come back down 3-1 and win a championship. I was at that parade. You might have been too. There's no such thing as curses. That's bullshit. GSS alternate history. Bull, I destroyed my vase and burner TV in rage. That's fair. I can't blame you for that. Adam, yes, Cavs played a C game. I agree. Jacobs, Pacers are 4-1 against Cleveland this year. Again, Are we going to start with this shit? Don't put that. All right, whoever put that up, Z or Max, you get a $5 fine for putting that. Don't put that. If somebody says something about the fucking regular season record and we put it up on the screen, you get a $5 fine. I want to know who was responsible for that. Don't post that. That's a ridiculous fucking message. Another one. Boneyard. The Pacers won the regular season series. Nobody is sleeping on them. We all said they're a legit team. It's one game. The regular season matchup don't mean shit. How do you not notice? Did you just start watching the NBA? Again, another $5 fine for either Max or Z for putting that up there. You delayed, $5 fine. Maybe $3 since you waited a minute. Planet Work sent. It's okay. Cavs were toying with. No, they weren't. Stop it. Chris, I'm not scared, Bull. Not yet. Buckeye guy, I'm not jumping off the bandwagon, but when you say but, it means you're jumping off the bandwagon. I'm leaning towards the edge if we lose Tuesday. If they go down 0-2, then I'll listen to real panic. Then I get it. They lose 2 games at home. Real panic's going to set in. I can't blame you, but it's one game. Come on. Come on, folks. We're fucking Clevelanders. We're tougher than this. Jeez, I'm spitting all over the mic like a freaking animal. KTB. That was tough to watch. Got to shorten the rotation. They only played 9 guys. I mean, yeah, I don't know. You want to go down to 8? You don't want to play either Cora or Wade? I guess so. I guess I'm fine with that. I don't like either of them. Bull, it's one bad game. Cleveland plays 6 bad games. What? GSS says Cavs in 6. Never bloom. Hell yeah, Bull. Yeah, I hope you're with me there. Variable. They will turn it around for sure. Let's fucking go. Oliver, you're sitting on the couch, Bull. I'm not sitting on a couch. I'm sitting on a chair. I watched the game sitting on a couch. The crowd was awesome tonight, until the end, obviously. Great job if you were at the game, man. Lot of energy. They were talking on the broadcast about how it's the loudest crowd they've heard. And so, great job by all of those who were at the arena. Too bad, it ended like this. Is there – hold on a second. DeAndre Hunter – people are tweeting me stuff about DeAndre Hunter. Obviously, I can't watch the post game. I'm not seeing anything. I don't want to mention this unless it's true. But it's yeah. Okay, that's what I figured. Richard, you're being the short word for your name there, buddy. Let's see. Buckeye guy, Lakers won 1 game and then went fishing. True. Darren, without Garland, the Cavs are going nowhere. He's a top 3 player for the Cavs. Drop off on talent is severe. The Cavs, listen, I still think they can win the series without Darius Garland. I think they'll need him for Boston, but maybe we'll find out. All I know is the Cavs are much better with Darius. Zinter, the Garland injury has been underplayed. Nobody's underplayed it. If anybody's underplayed it is an idiot. We're not underplaying it. We all understand how important he is to the Cavs. Richard, if Garland plays, Cavs lose by 25. Richard, fuck off, man. I know you got nothing. Like Indiana, let's face it, it's a boring-ass state. There's nothing doing in Indiana. You got the boring-ass Colts. You got the boring-ass Pacers. You got a championship with Peyton. He should have won like 5. He won 1 in Indiana. And you've had nothing else. What do you got? I mean, what the hell are we doing? There's no cool cities in Indiana. So, whatever, Richard. Good for you. You got the game tonight. We'll see if you come back when the Cavs win game 2. Wahoo fan. Pacers have more size. Cavs guards too small. Cavs too small. The whole game they were talking, the Cavs have all the size. Now you're saying they're too small. They're not too small. Stop it, folks. It's one game. We don't need to block Richard. He wants to talk shit. All right, let him. He gets to shit talk right now. Where are we? Nathan, the Cavs look weak and lazy tonight by taking too many threes and refuse to get the ball down to the low post to Allen and Mobley, and not having Darius Garland available for the game hurt the Cavs. Josh Fontaine, Celtics in 5 over either of these teams. Man, that's just crazy. John, I appreciate it, man. You guys are making sweeping judgments based. I get it, man. It's emotional. We're all pissed off right now. But making sweeping judgments, we're already predicting the Celtics series based on one game. The Cavs just destroyed their first opponent. I know Miami sucks, but it's one game. A lot of you are going to feel really stupid if the Cavs win this series in 5 or even 6 with some of these crazy comments. I don't know, man. But I appreciate the hundreds of you watching right now. Tell your friends. Make sure if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, please. As my good friend Mikey McNuggets would say, it helps us on the back end. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but I do. But all right. What do we got here? Nasal Dan, if Cavs lose game 2, is that it? No, but they won't. Gonzalo says Pacers in 5. Daryl says Hunter and Allen got beat up. John is a Pacers fan, and he subscribed. All right, man. Now, listen, I was a little harsh with Indiana. You're a nice Pacer fan. Richard, on the other hand, he's a ding-dong. But he's accomplishing what he wants. I keep mentioning him. Everybody's reacting to him. Nathan, the Cavs will make the necessary adjustments and will be better prepared to play Tuesday night. All right. You got to laugh. You got to smile. You got to, listen, one game. This is what I say to the kids on my Little League team. You got to flush it, right? You have a bad game, you flush it, you move on to the next one. That's what you got to do. So that's what I'm going to do, and that's what you all should do. All right, folks. I love you all. Thanks for joining me tonight. The Cavs still a significant favorite here at Bet Rivers to win this series at minus 215. That is a solid favorite. Chill. Try not to lose your mind. I know we're all pissed off. Nobody's happy that the Cavs played a bad game and lost. Every game, things change. Game 2 will be different. Indiana will not shoot anywhere close to this well. The Cavs will be much better. Maybe Darius will be back. The Cavs are going to take care of business in Game 2. I'll eat my words if I'm wrong, along with a lot of pizzas. But I'm not going to be wrong because the Cavs are going to take care of business. Thanks, everybody, for joining me tonight. Even Richard, the annoying Pacers fan. Or maybe he's a Knicks fan. I don't know what the fuck he is. But thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. Love you all. And I'll be on. I've got the Ultimate Cleveland Guardian show tomorrow. Oh, you know what? I'm saying goodbye, and there's a few things I want to tell you first. Let me give you a few other quick hits before I wrap things up. So I'm going to be on a new show here on Bet Rivers that's launching this week. There's 2 new live shows we're launching here from the Betting Weekly studios, part of Bet Rivers. Betting Weekly Hardball will be every weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern, and Betting Weekly Fast Break will be every weekday at 3 p.m. I will be on Betting Weekly Hardball Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 2 p.m. And I'm excited about this. If you like to bet on baseball, if you like to bet on basketball too, make sure you check out the other show, Betting Weekly Fast Break. But if you like to win on baseball, if you like to bet on baseball, check out Betting Weekly Hardball. It starts tomorrow at 2. I'll be on, like I said, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Doug Kasarian, who used to be on ESPN, he's out of Vegas. This guy knows his gambling. He knows how to help you. And he and I will be on. He'll be on every day at 2, and I'll be with him Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. We'll pick baseball games for you. I love picking baseball games. I've been pretty good at picking baseball games. Of course, I just jinxed myself, but I don't believe in jinxes, so we're going to pick you some winners for baseball. That starts this week. I'll have Mary Kay Cabot on the podcast on Tuesday live at 9 o'clock. Dustin with me on Thursday, as he always is. I'll be on after games 2, 3, and 4 of the Cavs series. I'm all over the place, folks. Love you all. Thanks to Max and Z for producing. Talk to you later. Where else but right here in the bullpen with Adam the Bull, brought to you by Bet Rivers. See you, everybody.